And I completely forgot to unmute my microphone. So, hello everyone, I hope you're doing great. So today we will continue the build of our massive mansion. It will be mostly bedrooms because we're gonna be doing the second floor. If you want to see more of the first floor, the VOD is available on Twitch and YouTube for you to review. So do not hesitate to ask any question, and hopefully you can see that I have a brand new mic setup right there that should make my voice extra crispy, or like just way more qualitative than it used to be. So hopefully you can hear it and appreciate it. So let's go. So obviously I'm not prepared. I need to bring back the map so I can see what I'm doing. And so upper floor, starting at the number D26. All right. So let me bring D26 details. Guest bedroom. And so, okay, 26D, Ascanor Lodge, has 7 rustic rooms, but richly decorated, destined to clients. Each one has a bed, chest, a desk, a chair, a chimney, except for D26A, and a balcony. Each client has the key, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. All right. So we need chair, desk, chest in each room. That's easy to do. And then we have the room of Corvin Turgsvor, which is D26A. All right, so where is the D26A? It's... okay, it's that one. So he has no balcony, the poor lad. But he has a chimney. All right, so I need to put a chimney there. And so because we're on the roof too, we need to pay attention that we're actually adding chimneys on top of the roof, so it looks a bit more natural. Alright, so chimney there. So on the map it's also outside here. Yeah. So I think for chimneys it's always better to have a stone wall. Makes it looks like a bit more solid, a bit more... well, it's a chimney wall. Should not be made in a material that can burn, of course. Am I too low? No, okay, I'm at right height. I'm Boop, right? That one's a bit short, hey? Okay, that can work. Then we just need to Hello, Ed Marley, big fan of your work. Yeah, awesome, Ed. Pleasure to have you on the stream. And Demon Gund, my friend. How is the solar stuff going? So for now, it's still in the premises. What wood paneling are you using on the exterior? So in the exterior, I have a few tricks actually. Is that eclipse sign plus rune root pillar? So I will show you. But first, tell me, is my new audio setup sounding great? Because I have no idea what you're hearing. Let me bring my chat correctly. So on the exterior actually, so I'm using the wood pillar. Those are mirrors, individual mirrors to make windows. Shit. Sorry. I'm messing with the mods. It's never a good idea. So yeah, the windows. That? Yeah, like that. Okay, so the windows, you see, they look very great because they are mirrors, and the good thing is that they can reflect the light of the sun if we move it. So if we have the right angle, we can probably see the sun shining on them. Obviously, I will not succeed because I'm doing it right now, but I have plenty of screenshots I can show you of the sunshine really shining on those windows, which is great. And so on the exterior, what I did is that I had the issue of my floor, because it's the black wooden floor, you could see it and it made quite a difference visually. So actually what I'm doing is that I'm putting those wooden beams on top of it like that. So it hides it and makes it for a more cleaner aesthetic look. So it's all going around my building, you see there? So this not very the most efficient way of doing it, because, well, the most efficient thing to do, because it uses a lot of assets to do it, but still works well for the effect I want it to do. I'm trying to keep cohesion in the look of my building, and so it was a good way of doing it. Music is low. Alright, so I can up the music. I'm lost. Too many windows opened. Okay, I'm gonna up the music and reduce on my side. I have the blue Yeti X on my way along with an arm and pop filter. Well, I just bought an arm, which is there. I have a pop filter. I have a shock suspension that is coming tomorrow, but I have the blue Snowball as a microphone, and it should still be quite nice. I took the time to equalize it at noise gate, compression, pop filter, everything I could to make it sound better. So obviously it sounds, obviously not. Hopefully it sounds great. I would really like not to wear my headset though, as now I have the group on top of skull. Oh yeah, definitely. Because I'm wearing my headset all the time, I have like such a groove right here all the time. Even when I'm not wearing a headset, like I have the groove for 1 or 2 days, it's keep going. But now the good thing is that I don't have my microphone coming at the side of me, so it's better. Wood beams. Did you see how I found out how to snap props to grid? Actually, no. I no idea how you snap props to grid, but is it? Oh, you just copy paste them, right? No? Like if I take a wall, I take a prop like that. If I copy paste it, now it's snapping to the grid or something like that. No. Alright, so I've just realized I think there is no door for that bedroom actually. So let's do it here. You select a wall and a prop, exactly. Yeah, because I've noticed too that when you copy paste just a few stuff, if they're off centered, they get centered. Oh yeah, for trees. So let's try that for trees, right? So if I go into trees, well, I think like if you can go be fast about it like that. Like I have my green slider messing up. I think it's quite okay to. Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand the point. So okay, let's try it with your thing. So I'm putting a wall there. I'm putting where I want my tree to be. select my wall. But then, oh yeah, but so you have to paste it for. Oh, interesting. You see now the wall is off-centered, which is not normally something you can do. Yeah, there are some bugs with the copy paste of assets and props, which is interesting. But I think you could just take that, put it right there, sorry, and then you just paste it like that with like control. And so because I'm not moving on the like other axis and just up and down, it's perfectly aligned. So yeah, it depends. But usually what I do is that I create 2 or 3 trees and I just copy paste them, so it alleviates the issue. But yeah, what I do sometimes is that you see for those plants, what I did is that I actually use a wall to place them correctly and to line them up, and then I just remove the wall and I use that as a template to do my growing vines on walls and everything. And I think it looks great. That for many builds I do, I create those kind of templates right here, and with those templates I then paste them everywhere. It's much easier to work like that, so you create yourself your own assets. Okay, so now we got to have a chimney on top of that, right? What does that look? Okay, alright, so we'll just mark them like that first, and then we'll come back to it and make it more nice. But so far it works. Ascanor, so I put presque Ascanor. Yeah, it's actually one of the maps we're gonna play on, I think, some weeks from now, Ascanor, so yeah, you'll see it in detail. And what asset did you use to make the horizontal vines? It's the same I did to use with my vineyard. And the idea was that vines are basically like roots and there is green stuff on top of it, so I mainly use the roots, stuff like that. See? Rotate it a bit, like mix them up, trying to not make any patterns that can be seen, and then just add green stuff on top. And it's the same process here. I just first put some roots and then I added the greenery, and I think it looks very nice. So you can see more about it here. And yeah, here too. And I'm using the same principle over here. I'm just removing the roots to make it look more nice, and the roots are not needed here. And to reduce when I can the number of assets. It's gonna be a board. I don't see that being just one slab. I think it's too big. Or I probably do 2 slabs if I can find a way to cut it nicely. But it's gonna be a board, and I'm gonna share each independent houses or type of assets separately too. All right, so back to our bedroom. So what does it say? Is D26A carving room. It's the biggest and has 2 beds, but it's the only one not to have a balcony. She has a chimney shared with exterior walls. So, okay, so we have that. So we need to put 2 beds. So put them first. You need to put big stuff first, so you can make sure that you have the space to play with them afterwards, and you're not like locked in a way of doing it. Then you can try to make something interesting. I think if it's a luxurious room, we could have 1 big bed and another one. Like that. Yes, some nice rugs. The thing that I would like a lot is that it's a fur rug, because now I'm currently using this bed and trying to hide the bedroll or like, I don't know, the pillow the best I can to make it look like it's fur. But it looks a bit more fancy, yeah. How do you make the roof temporarily disappear? So Xbox game 1221, I use the green slider. So if you can see to the right of my screen, I have a green slider. So when you move it up and down, it will reveal the different layers of my build, right? And so you can lock it with this lock icon, you need to click on it. And so when it's locked, it's not gonna move anymore, so you can only move it manually. Otherwise, when it's unlocked, you can just double click somewhere, and so it will automatically hide the roof of where you've clicked. So it's trying to find, it's precisely where you clicked, so it can vary a bit depending on where you clicked. But so when I'm in the exterior, it shows everything. And if I'm just under this roof, it's gonna reveal the roof, right? And because this roof is like a V, if I'm clicking just in the middle of it, it detects the height point of the roof, so it does not remove it. Just need to be careful about it. Yeah, and you can check a lot of tutorials on my YouTube channel to help you with building and everything. I provide hopefully a lot of helpful advices for starter beginners and even people that know how to use TaleSpire. There's always more to learn, right? So something I like to do is that I use on the floor below this as a counter, like that, because it works great. But the issue now is that it's poking through on the floor, so I cannot use that. So there is multiple ways of doing it nicely. You use that, it worked great, but now I have a table outside. So I can just use this. I actually just want to make a small control like that, and oh damn. Okay, so maybe not. Does it look? That looks a bit weird there. Furniture. But I think something I've seen a lot of requests for is or like props, like weapons and stuff, like just one sword, stuff that are singular items that you need to place. Because currently we're missing a bit of this. Yeah. But it's always the issue, right? You always want more stuff. Always like, hey, I could use that, and then you just ask for everything. So being creative with what we've been given is always the task at hand. So okay, told there was a desk. So how do we? I think this works. Or do we want to use? This one. I think I like the other better because it contrasts more with the floor. and contrast is always good to help the players see better. So now we just need to make it look like it's luxurious. One thing I like to do too is that you can take this crate with some dishes, like plates and everything in it, and then you grab the fabric, which is more and more versatile. I feel like I always find new uses for it, and then you just use the fabric as like clothes that would be in a travel baggage, right? Since I started using the legacy assets menu, I can't go back. Legacy asset menu, what are you talking about, mate? Well, I use them both, but having the assets list on the right feels so much better. Yeah, I think the menu at the bottom is taking too much real estate, truthfully. And the good thing is that I'm used to building without it, so I can just copy something like that and I grab it somewhere else. So I don't open it as much, but it's taking a lot of real estate and you cannot place stuff if you click on that. So it definitely hinders a bit. Like it takes 1/5 of my screen. There's the legacy asset menu plugin that activates the one on the right, but it activates the menu on the right, but can you use the new assets with it? Or like scale it and everything? So does it work the same as this one, or is it really the old one with the old assets? That's my query there. I think I'm missing something there. I don't really like this table. I feel like it's not fitting the aesthetic of the game. It looks way too much clean, but it's the only like bed table or like bedroom, I don't know the term in English, but table that we have. It's literally the old one made visible. Well, yeah, I feel it's going to be more confusing than useful, right? Or you just use one in 10. But I would be so happy if this menu at the bottom of the screen, I could just move to the right of the screen and not care about it. But yeah, that's how it goes. Yeah, I think it makes for a nice travel luggage. It's okay, with a small room like that, I think we can add some things like someone with his dinner, his desk, like that. Beautiful. It's Ascanor. You're playing Skyrim. Well, Skyrim is my nemesis. Like, it calls me every now and then, and I have to play a few more hours to already way too many I've given to that game. I don't like the color scheme. Okay, so I think for a bedroom it's good, right? There's plenty of room there. So am I missing anything? A bed, a chest, a desk, a chair, a chimney. Alright, perfect. So moving on to the next one. So it's going to be 26B and C, which are actually those two one here. So B, it's empty. So it's empty, right? Nightstand, yeah, thanks, nightstand. Yeah, sorry, English is not my native language, right? So can you put mirrors on the inside to make it look like glass? Yeah, so I could do the same like that. You see, but I feel that the main issue with doing this is that I'm just using the double amount of assets, right? So now instead of using 12 mirrors, I'm using 24, and it's just adding up at the end. So it's a trade-off. I have to either make it outside or inside, but I feel that outside it looks like windows, and inside it could be just like closed off with a wooden panel or something like that. So I choose to put the mirror side on the outside. But yeah, definitely you could, like, if it was a smaller building, I could do the two sides of it to make it look like a mirror. Or maybe you couldn't put an actual mirror in the room, like a big one like that. Yeah, okay, looks a bit more. 400 mods. So 400 mods in Skyrim. You don't play Skyrim. You troubleshoot Skyrim until it works, and then you try to not make it crash because you have too many mods. And I've been in that situation where I just spend 2 hours modding the damn thing, and like the installation folder Skyrim is no like 60 gigabyte over the original size. So we have a chimney there. Okay, so we need to boop boop. Okay, so I had already added the chimney on top. So we can do it here actually, so we do not forget about it. Alright, so we have 2 chimneys. Awesome. Blah blah blah. Do they have planned to make a glass asset? So I really don't know. Transparency is always complicated, and the issue is that you see it really well with the water. So water here has a slight transparency thing, and so if I add a lot of fog, you see that the water is reacting strangely here, like it's getting opaque and quite like bright where it should not be. So there's definitely a hardship for that. So I'm not sure they're gonna add transparency, but they could add like a window panel like the one I did with like mirror reflective on both sides, and that would be fine by me. All right, so next one. So this one is empty, so I need to make it like a bit more less inhabited, right? So we're gonna make a nice double bed with bear on top because I can, because I find it so funny. Then like I rarely ever crash this through. Well, it's it's Marvel, then like, I don't know, it depends on the mods you're using. Like if it's just mods that adds a new armor or it like changes the visuals, often they're okay. But it's like when you start to adding quests or changes to the NPCs' behaviors, I've had a lot of crashes. It seems like Betsy Brotherhood is here today. How are you going, guys? By Zyphon. Who's Betsy Brotherhood? Oh yeah, okay, Betsy Brotherhood. Yeah, definitely. Just the time I remember, it's my own group. Yeah, I'm not a smart man. So I think I'm not gonna... Yeah, the room is supposed to be empty, so I'm just gonna put the off chimney. So it does not... It looks like it's not inhabited. Right, yeah. And so it needs to have a desk. So that chair. I think we're gonna neatly check it here. It needs to look not empty, and it needs to have a door actually. Better with a door. I'm gonna put painting, not orange painting. Nice like that, and then we can grab this one. It's starting to feel a bit cramped, so we need to watch out for that. You always need to make sure that players can move in what you built. Okay, so it's ready to get a fire and everything. Blah blah blah. I wish you could scale the size of assets to fit things in some smaller areas better. Yeah, it's always the issue, right? We always want more diversity, more assets and everything. So we could, like this wood thing, I could ask like 20 variations of it. So yeah, we'll see to which extent they will make variation of one type of asset. But I would like, we had the flip tables, we have the normal tables, and of course I would love like a broken tables, like a table that is broken into in the middle, like someone smashed it. I think a few broken items are missing currently. So, alright. I'm commissioning the first asset prop manipulation plugin this month. It will be toggle changing the intensity of prop lights. Yeah, but if you have a mode that can allow to change the light or intensity of prop lights, how does it work on others' maps? It only works for yours, right? But yeah, I think being able to switch on and off lights on assets would be so awesome, because in that case they would not need to have two types of chimneys, one that is like off and one that is on. They would just have one that you can toggle on and off, right? So we'll see for that. Alright, so second one is done. Yeah, this one looks inhabited and this one looks more empty, hopefully. And so our next one is 26C. And 26C is the Chamber of the Riston. And okay, it's just he's there. But I think we could shit our way a little bit by doing that. Beep boop. And voila. So we can just like create some variations and everything, but basically it's the same. Oh no, okay, I see one issue. So everyone will need the plugin if they want to sit. Yeah. And the issue is that how can you share information? Like if I am the game master and I change the dim intensity, the intensity of one light, how is it shared and stored? Like is it just only for the active session, or will it also work? Like, can I save it? But I think it's like a question for the guy doing the plugin, right? That guy left in a rush. Okay, so we need something because we have actually something here that is poking through. So I need to be careful about that and put something to hide it. Yeah, that's a bit much. How can I? It works. Let's just say it works and close our eyes to it. It's a bit big, that one. Oh yeah, okay, I know what. Look more consistent. And then I guess a window here could be nice, right? I'll try to respect the windows that are already placed on the map I'm using as a reference, but... And so we have the chest, and we can grab this one, actually. Like the guy is a bit of a mess. There's like clothes everywhere. I would love like clothes that you could hang and stuff like that too. I feel it's a bit missing currently. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to follow through. But currently myself, I do not really use mods at all. I'm kind of a vanilla guy for that extent. I think it's like Ascanor was saying in the chat, is that for Skyrim too, I like to use modes that enhance the spirit of the game and not try to change it. And I picked up a wall. Yep. So I'm not really liking the here what I'm doing. This space is weird. Better. It's crap. It's crap. Let's call it what it is. Crap. No, I think. Yeah. And we still need a door, actually. So what would make the most sense? Here or here? I like it there. So hello everyone, if you just joined us, we're currently doing this huge ass manor. I did the most of it and now we're to the, not final part, but we're doing the bedrooms and then we'll have a final touch up of the garden, which I still feel is a bit bare bone and it's a bit more details to bring it to life. But now we're mostly doing bedrooms, because we need that too. And for once in a while in that map there is actually bathrooms and toilets incorporated in the base design of the map, which is rarer than you would expect. Right, creepy painting in your room, check. So what I'm missing there, I need a detail in each room. I like to, for it to have like a vibe. So that one is, okay, inhabited, there is 2 beds, like fur stuff and everything. You see that someone lived there. This one is empty. No, I see, I have an idea. So there's supposed to be I like the idea that the guy brought his fishing rods. This place. Like, hey, I'm gonna go on a trip with my buddies in that lodge. I'm just gonna bring my fishing rod and everything, and I'll just like hang out, drink cigars and smoke whiskey. It's a well-known tactic, a well-known habit. It's okay. So do I have any more fishing stuff? Not really. Love your work. Hello, Jonathan Cervantes. Bought TaleSpire 2 days ago and I'm already have close to 12 hours on it. Well, sleep, my mate. Your building tips have been amazing. Well, thank you a lot, Jonathan. I do hope you're enjoying TaleSpire a lot. It was a very nice software. Well, game or software, I think. Well, all games are software, right? And if you're learning stuff with my tutorials. I'm really happy to be of any help, actually, to provide you with support or anything that you need. So feel free to ask any questions. And Connor asks, by the way, the guy who does the music. And oh yeah, so the music you're listening currently and all the musics on my channel are made by Manaberry. I can type it in the chat if you want. So let me grab my keyboard. So Manaberry, and he's a dear friend. I used to work with him actually, and so I'm allowed to use his music and I enjoy it very much. You can find him on Spotify, YouTube, anything. He can do custom work, but please do ask him beforehand if you want to use his music during your videos or your streams. You will get striked for it. I have asked his personal permission and I also pay him a fee just for using his music, which seems normal to me. Alright, so we have some fishing tools. I like the idea of this guy just being like an happy old dude that's just enjoying a weekend away from his wife or something like that, like just a buddy trip. So what could we add to further enforce that feeling? I'm not sure we have many, like, that's why I would like a sword or a bit more personal items. But I guess when it's too little, you have to play like game of the mind, right? Imagination and stuff like that. Early, he has a broom, like, yay, guy, you have a broom. Not very making him that type of dude, but okay, so I'm not really finding anything I could use to bolster to further my idea, so not a big issue. Oh, booze. Yeah. Let's put a lot of booze in his bedroom. Like, guy probably is totally wasted age 24. I mean, like I would do, no. In a buddy weekend. You know how it goes. Just beer. So let's add more. Clearly he's been steeping. A bit more interesting stuff happening in the room. I think we can add more actually. Let's make him collection. Like a broken bottle would be nice. Empty, like a bottle that is uncorked and half empty. Like now it's fully red, but it could be half red or something like that. Alfred. And it could be fun. Okay, my computer is acting up. So now we have those two big bedrooms that are on top. I think we're doing all the guests' bedrooms, and then we have the more interesting stuff, but we still need to furbish those bedrooms, right? So it's room D and E. So D is blah blah. So someone is there, right? Okay, so we have another empty room in E, and so someone else in this room. So there's also chimney here, so I think we can basically grab half the roof with it, apparently. Right, so putting the adequate flooring for a chimney. Perfect. Then we have that. So on top we can put some chimneys. So it's right there. Okay, so we have two chimneys there. Perfect. I need to delete those slabs, Ascanor. I was using them as references, but just to steal all your good ideas. If you want to check out those beautiful slabs, you just need to look for the Salt and Wind Village by Ascanor. And they are amazing. They have a very unique style too, which is perfect to grab a lot of new design ideas. Never feel ashamed to steal ideas, just don't like copy paste it. Just get inspired. Inspired to steal shit. But don't tell him that he's good. He'll get a big head. It's not good for his mental health. That stole nothing, Ascanor. I just looked at it to get ideas because you had some very good ones, which is unusual because you're usually a complete moron, right? Alright, so this one is empty. Let's do red barrel. So I don't know if you were aware, but you can use those new rune temple like floor decorations as carpets, and they work amazingly well, and just tells me that we need a lot more carpets. Because currently I'm using a stack of rugs as carpets. I'm using a temple rune floor as carpet, so we're definitely not carpets are not just floor tiles. It's really something that you can put above the usual floor tiles. Right. So 2 seconds, just need to. Because I'm highly professional, I'm doing personal stuff while I'm streaming, because this is definitely not the time and the moment to do it. Alright, good. So bedrooms, not the most interesting part of building, but a good one nonetheless. I think it's important to be able to create a lot of different variations while we're still working with the same parameters. Alright, so now we have that. Probably. Alright, so this old build, I think same and as in the other rooms. And add a painting. It's quite hard to judge the size of the painting by the miniatures there. Always picking up the wrong one. So I guess we need to go with one I've not used yet. I used that one. That one, not that one. That one. Spooky painting it is. Okay, so that room is supposed to be empty. So there is a big gap here, like a big space. I don't really know what to do. So I think we can just like put some crates in it and say it's been, you know, when a room is not occupied, just use it as general storage. So Yeah, like that works. It's not the best one I've done yet, but works. Why do I have a hole here? Shit, I closed my... Oh damn, Dimongun just subscribed. I'm definitely like aware of what's happening on my Twitch channel, right? So thank you, Dimongun, for subscribing again. I definitely did not miss that. He's still listening, at least, like hearing my praise. Alright, so we have that other bedroom. So I'm gonna try to do them by pairs, right? So we have the blue bedrooms here, the red bedrooms over here. Yeah. Right. So there's a door. I think we could do a big like corner desk on that one. Can I do something nice with it? That's the question. Because now we have like weird stuff here, so we need to hide it a bit, like blend it. So what does it say about this room? Blah, blah, blah. It's just a room with someone, right? So we can imagine what we want. Alright, so... What about buying 30? Oh yeah, you could probably buy so many. Yeah, I know I need to up that number. Like if you watch a lot of my streams, you can pay for a lot of dead bodies in my maps, but there is not that many people using it, so I've never took the time to up the price of it. The price, sorry. And if you're not understanding what I'm saying, is that if you follow me on Twitch, you earn points by just watching the streams, and you can spend those free points. It's just like nothing. It's just like time spent on looking at my Twitch. And each time you spend a certain amount of points, I need to put a dead body in my map. Alright? Well, Ferns you had to play, because Demon Gun is doing the same but with Ferns. But Ferns, I feel that it's harder to place because you have to, if you're inside a building or something, you have to make a context for it. Whereas there, I can just like skull or something like that, I can place it anywhere I want. So let's just see. I have an idea actually. Probably put it there and then so there. You can see it all right. Yeah, okay. So now if I get out of building mode, if someone sees it, they're gonna see that it's a skull, but you need to look for it. It's like a little Easter egg for you to find in my maps. All right, so this one, big desk. All right. I'm trying to create a couch in this bedroom. There's a lot of space, but I need to see if it works because it means that I will have this thinking stuff, yeah, very low. So now, so let's make a couch that works. So for that, I think we can just simply use signs, and this will make for a nice backplate of a couch. Yeah, I think it works. Like, whoop. And underneath it, we just need a wooden beam actually, or two. Shit, lost. It's a bit too big. Damn it. Great time a bit. That's 7 from. Right. Those crates are so versatile. I use them like for very different uses, and they always work. Okay, so it's a nice couch in front of the chimney, right? And so we can like have a bear pelt. So bear pelts, and so probably then I would like to hide the back of the bear like that. That and yeah, okay, so that works. And so what could we add on top of that? So I don't know, like that. Does that look normal in a bedroom? So Moros 666 has paid again for me to hide a dead body in my room. So I just need to find something to put on top of that crate. And then it'll be good. Oh, I think food is always the answer. Like someone got a meal like delivered to his room. Right, that works. Just need the basket to actually touch set crate. Not hover over it. Okay. And then yeah, I think it's nice and cozy. Not the okay. So then we bring probably a rug. Yeah, I think wall decorations could be improved too. We're kind of lacking in this area, like the stuff to put on the walls. Yeah, looks better, at least. So now I have to hide the dead body. So I was kind of wondering if I could get away with putting something in the chimney. First, because I find that amusing. Two, because it could be nice, like it's gonna be too visible. Oh, like I could just get there. It works. So how can I hide it a little bit now? I see dead people. Oh yeah, on my maps there's a lot of hidden dead stuff all around the map. That could be interesting actually, like to have a little chest on top of the, but it's too big. I think I can probably hide it like in, like make it a bit more. It's not hidden, but it's a bit more discreet because there is all the stuff around it. So yeah, I think it works. It's just like there is just a skull on my chimney, but completely normal, right? So I can put that little here. And voila! Yeah, perfect. I think it's a nice touch. It's like there is actually a skull here, but just hidden between a row of bottles. And hello, Mora666. It's a pleasure to see you on the stream. All right, so. I would love to see baggage to like stuff where people put their clothes and everything. It could be nice. Alright. So that one is supposed to be empty. How does it look? I think it looks nice. A little bit of the light is bleeding through, but that's the way the game works. You know, you don't have to account for it too much. I really like the little couch actually in front of the chimney. There is a real cozy vibe to it. Let's see if we can make a nice screenshot out of it. Sorry, it's all blurry right now. It's normal. Please don't panic. So maybe something like that. Yeah, maybe not my best screenshot here. Yeah, well, we've tried. Alright, so we have 2 bedrooms down out of more, and so now we can just those one there. Oh, this is looking weird. Okay. Okay, so now we have 2 small bedrooms here, but I think that like this hall is ginormous for no reason. And like on the map, I don't see any practical reason for it too, so could just make it bigger so that each room has a bit more space. And like the corridor is still bigger than it was before, so I don't see it as a big issue. So we're gonna go downstairs to, I'm just gonna grab just gonna make a little display here. I think it's nice. Alright, so I love those armors because you can put like a candle on top of them. It looks so nice. Look a bit dumb, but shh, I like it. Don't tell me otherwise. Big mirror on top. I think we're missing an horizontal mirror, but can do the trick. Yeah, right. Works, it works. So, alright, so those 2 bedrooms, what are the description of it? It's bedroom F and G. And so it's chamber of someone, blah blah blah, and they actually have an affair. So it's a guard in one room and like the lady in the other, and actually the lady is doing her own guard. So we need to make like a room that is more martial stuff. Like the guy is like really square and everything. There is perhaps weapons and armor or something like that, and a room that is more ladylike. If we can manage to do that. But the beds should still be of the same quality as the previous ones. I think we're gonna do red in one and blue on the other. So Okay, yeah, actually I need to put... Is there no door, actually? Oh yeah, I'm a dum-dum. Okay, and it works very well in the end, I think. It's okay. It's nice. It adds some character to it, and so means that I need to put my bed somewhere here. And yeah. So don't hesitate to ask if you have any question regarding the building process or anything. I know that once I'm building, I'm kinda in my zone, so I'm not really talking much, which is really bad practice actually for Twitch and live streams, but could not be bothered. Just that I felt that I had not streamed in so long that I should remedy it, and I just spent so much time setting up that nice and new audio setup. I wanted to see how well it worked. So it was the occasion to stress test it, do a little live stream just like that. So okay, so we have our 2 bedrooms. I think we're gonna do classic one. Blue one is the guy, red one is the girl, and so they have having little affair, and so they're using the balcony to go from room to room, right? So perhaps can indicate that with some, like, they're probably having a glass of wine outside, enjoying the summer breeze. So I like that. So definitely there's some shenanigans happening here. Alright, so beep boop bap. So we have that. Probably do something more on the balcony, extra balcony. I think they're quite bearable. They could need some improvements to look better. And so, okay, so we have a chimney in between the rooms. So same dealio here. Grab the chimney. here and here. Grab some stone walls to put in between. And the idea is that I'm doing what I've done in the other rooms, right? But I'm also actively trying to keep a style, like so that my building looks and feels cohesive and coherent. Like I'm using the same gimmicks every time, and so in that fashion, it makes it so like in each room, if you like yeah, it's the same building. It's not suddenly becoming to build another type of building with another building style or everything. Okay, so right, so we have now all our chimneys in place, which is that. Alright, so I think we're just gonna finish off those 2 bedrooms for tonight, and then we're gonna end up the stream. I'm just being not attractive enough, truly. It's okay. We need to continue on the same rules that we've set, so they need a desk. So I like these rooms are like mirrors. So we do something like that, And so, but in one there's the guy, so could probably not weapons, but it's a guard, right? So he has these armor. So it's like ready for duty. Underneath, I don't know, he has some bags because it's the most manlier thing I could find, but okay, some bags. The chair is neatly tucked away against the wall, whereas like in that room it's like in the middle of it, and there is clothes on top of it. Yeah, it's very cliche, like the lady is not very organized, and so there is like fabrics and clothes just laying around like that. I would love a disheveled bed, like a bed that is undone too. I think those looks very neat and clean. It would be a tad better if they were not that clean. So okay, so just that. What can we add that is? It would indicate it's a soldier. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe a bit too much too. So he brought his own stuff, alright. What did we put in the other rooms? That would make sense. So it's big rug opening. I think we need to put more like a painting in both rooms. Something that would be appropriate. So those ones are too big. They look awesome in like a dark castle or stuff like that, but for just a bedroom they're a bit too big. Here we're gonna put the one. I just had an idea and then I forgot it. Yeah, okay, so mirror, like corner of the room, night shelf. There's a little light. I like the idea, like in the ladies' room, like the couch is all like undone and like thrown onto the floor, and it's like it's barely hanging. Like they had some serious, they jumped on the couch. But let's just say that that's why it's all undone and everything. So it jumped on the couch. That's precisely what happened in that bedroom. There, it's undone. I think, yeah, okay, so the lady would have, I think we're missing also some beauty items, like just, I don't know, like necklace, something that could be a treasure, you know, that we have a gold pile, but we could have a necklace, a huge gem, something like that. It would be nice to have. So okay, those rooms are starting to get nice. This one I really like. It has more personality to it. But I think the other one just need a bit more work. Or it's fully okay. Yes, like there's this backpack ready to go. At any moment's notice. And I would really like a dagger or something, like a weapon that is just a weapon. So you could really tell, okay, this guy has a weapon in his room, right? So let's have a look to what I've not, or to what I could have forgot, and that could work as something that would indicate that this room is occupied by a guard, right? Beep boop bap. Not that much. There's, yeah, it's like for detailing interiors we can be liking a bit. What are you using for the stone paths outside the building? So I'm using, so if you're talking about here, I'm using the new ruined temple like floor, which is really nice. I really like it. It's really versatile. And outside I'm just using normal pathways, and I'm incorporating the sand in it. So you see, because it clips just perfectly into the ground and you just see the right rocks. The caveat to that is that you have this white outline between tiles, but I think it is an acceptable quotes issue unquote. It's just like a small minor visual thing, but it's not very much an issue, and it helps really a lot. I think like putting those huge white rocks, for me, I like it a lot, so I think it works. So yeah, I'm using a combination of both. I'm always trying to make my grass a bit more living, interesting. I would love some for just some high grass or some stuff like that. So could, like, if you're doing a huge hill or something like that, it's really hard to make it look like it's just like very verdant, a very greenish hill. There's like a lot of lush grass and stuff like that, because it's just flat, you know, and the grass texture here is like very flat grass. All right, so I think the corridor could use some improvement too. So okay, so I still have not found what I could use to say that this guy is a fighting guy. I could put just some armories or weapons in that, but I find that a bit much too easy. Could put some beer, but I think that Klein did a build with clipping with a lot of the horizontal vine props, then slipping down the grass tile. Yeah, but those type of, like, I could indeed do just that, like, and rotate them a little bit, and so it would look like probably better if I took the time to do it. Though I feel it's just like putting way too many assets in the same place for an effect that is meh at best. Or at least to me, like, you know, it's to my liking, it's not good enough. But Klein probably did it better, true. But I think it's a bit overkill. You should, and while I'm always trying to create and find new ways to use assets, there is a certain limit that I'm not ready to say. 700cc 50mm says, that looks awesome, thanks dude. Well, thank you. If you like it, I'm really happy. I think it's been around 15 hours of work. That one should be ready by tomorrow, because I want to get it down before I get to vacation. So it should be ready by tomorrow, and probably Patreons will be able to download it first, because I need to do all my usual marketing campaigns like GIFs, visual screenshots and stuff like that before I release it. So I'll probably release it for the general public in a week, a bit more than a week or so, but it should be finished tomorrow, hopefully, finger crossed. Is your camera automatically moving your image around? No, I'm doing it myself. Wait a minute, is it looking cinematic? I'm just used to very cinematic movements and everything in the game. If that's the way it looks, it's good. So alright, so we'll see if we can come back to that bedroom and add some pizzazz to it. Because I'm not finding any better ideas, I'm just gonna add some weapons in that, like the guy did bring a few weapons. So obviously it looks more manly with some weapons. And so, I realized there's no... Could I put there? Oh yeah, I know. So, took the mirror of one room and brought it here. So they have two mirrors in that room, And I'm not gonna explain to you why you would bring mirrors into a bedroom. And, oh yeah, you meant the webcam. So the webcam is indeed following me. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast to remove my background and like automatically zoom me around. Very useful. Okay, so we have the kinky bedroom and the bizarre bedroom done. Now I'm just gonna take care of this corridor a little bit because it looks very much depressing. So I think a carpet here could be nice. And in that space, I think it's bizarre that here it's a dead end, so I would probably put windows or something like that here. I think it would look a bit better. So yeah, let me grab my tinted windows. Okay, so now it looks a little bit better. I have a nice window here at the end of the corridor. What bitrate are you using on OBS? So let me tell you, streaming outside streaming. So I'm at a bitrate of 8,000 kilobytes per second with a maximum bitrate of 12,000 kilobytes per second. With maximal quality and everything. So I don't know if the quality of the stream is good on your end, or like how do you say it? I have good internet, so I have no idea if that's huge or not. So you're used to streaming. Okay, so that's a lot of bitrate, right? But is the end result good, or is it shite? Okay, I'm saying, yeah, normally I should also be in 60. Did I set it up for 60 or 30 frames per second? Yeah, no idea. So it's probably also at 60 per second, or is it capped at 30? No idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. I used to 60. Okay, so perfect. So I think, yeah, I was trying to get a high quality image because the issue with TaleSpire is that when you're zooming around a lot, it makes the image extra fuzzy and blurry in Twitch. So that was my issue, and of course my image is not moving a lot of the time, but I felt that it was more enjoyable if the quality was high. But I'm lucky enough to have a good internet. So okay, corridor. I have an idea. Just to make it a bit more fancy. So now that I've started doing it, of course I need to do it everywhere, otherwise it looks weird, but I think it's the correct choice to do it. It should add just an interesting amount of details in an otherwise quite boring corridor. So you see already it's a bit better. Perfect. Alright, so what could we add there? I would like to add some flowers or something like that. I know. You can just put... It's also good to have some random shit, you know? You don't really know what it is, but you can just put it and people just are gonna extrapolate what it is, because it's kind of non-descriptive, so you can just assume it's something, right? Okay, it just adds something at the end of the corridor, because it's really made on the 2D map. So, but I think, why would you, you would just take that room and make it bigger like that, right? It has a weird shape, but, or actually the other one, like that one you would make bigger, something like that. But because I'm doing from a map, maybe it has reasons, maybe not, but I'm just trying to stay truthful to it. So this big area we'll need to take care of too, because it's considered like the corridor too. So we'll probably just copy paste some of the decoration we've put downstairs. It's always a good thing. It's like some background decoration you do not really need explanation for it. It's just like create and stuff like that. So once you find something nice, you can just reuse it a bit. But I think that is all we're gonna do for today. So let me, nice visual here. So this is what we've done in the past live streams, and also a bit by myself, truly. But this is this big, huge ass mansion lodge banner. It should be available by tomorrow. I have still like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 5 rooms to do, and a bit of the garden around it, like spice it up, make it more interesting. And then it is the puzzle of finding a way to make it fit into slabs. Hello Genghis the Merciless, pleasure to have you on the stream, mate. How are you doing? And so yeah, pleasure to have you, and it looks good and hopefully people enjoy it. And thank you, Demon Good, for reminding me that if you want to support me, you can obviously subscribe to my Twitch channel, but you can also go on my Patreon, that is patreon.com/Istallri, which is my channel name and everything. And you can support me there to get like preview of the builds. If you want private personal advice on TaleSpire, I can help you to. And just overall, if you just want to support my work, you can support me on patreon.com/Istallri. And Ascanor says it's been quite productive, both sides. Oh yeah, you've been building on yourself, and yeah, I've been productive, but when I'm streaming, I'm so much slower. It's like I'm trying to say stuff and everything to be interactive, which I'm not doing greatly, definitely, but at least we're doing something together. And so, Genghis, sadly you arrived at the end of my stream, but hopefully you can just watch it again. I'm not sure I have anything to teach you. Genghis being in the chat one of the best builder in the game there is, and Demon Gund being one of the best too, and Ascanor too. So we have quite a we have 8 watchers currently, which is not many, but I don't really care. But out of the 8, we have 4 of the best builders we have. And hello, DM Savings Row. It's a pleasure to see you on the channel, and indeed it's the end of the stream. And so Genghis is saying, yeah, those windows are brilliant. So let's focus on them. It's like we can have, yeah, we have a nice view on the window. And so if we move around the sun, we can find a setting, yeah, that make it looks all shiny like that. I love it. Shine bright like a diamond. So I think, guys, that's it. That's the end of the stream. I hope you had a very good time. Do not hesitate to ping me on Discord or just YouTube, on a comment on YouTube, and ask me any question you might have. Have a very good day. And yeah, what's the catchphrase again? It's like, I hope you learned something today and have a very great day. See you later, my friends. And now I need to quickly cut everything.
you.